Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon. Thank you for coming to the Levittown Public Library's Stretch Fusion class with Debbie. It is November 14th at 1:30 p.m. Go ahead, Debbie. Debbie?
All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our class. I want to welcome all of my new students here today, as well as all the returning students. And my number one rule, as always, is your safety comes first. We're going to be doing some movement and stretches and balance and coordination. If anything doesn't feel right for you, listen to your body. Do what is appropriate for you. If I say move your arm all the way up here and it's just going here, that's where you go. Have a seat anytime that you want to. The beginning portion is standing. If it's too much for you, have a seat. Do what you can. Enjoy, take deep breaths, and have a good time and get healthy. All right, so we are going to start standing. We're going to do my slow motion marching, which covers a little bit of balance and a little coordination, warms up the body a little bit. So you're going to be pumping the arms nice and slow motion. We're only going to do 4 of each. So here we go, bringing that knee up for 1, 2, 3, 4. Now fold the arms for 1. Legs just keep going. And 2, 3, 4. Fingers up for 1, 2, 3, 4. Elbows down for 1, 2, 3, 4. With a little twist for 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to center, no twist for 1, 2, 3, 4. Fingers stay up for 1, 2, 3, 4. Fold the arms for 1, 2, 3, 4. Fingers down, pump for 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, good job with that. We are going to take a little bit of a side step. The arms are going to follow in the direction of the legs. So we're going to the right, the arms circle. If circling all around like this is not good for you, just circle part way and come back. You don't have to bend your knee. You can just step out a little bit and come back, or take it deeper and come back if that works for you as well. So here we go, stepping to your right, taking the arms around and bring them back. And around for 2 and back. We're going to go for 5. Here's 3 and back. 2 more. Taking it for 4 and back. 1 more in that direction and 5 and back. But we're going to take it now in the other direction. Show that we're even. So step out to your left. The arms come around and bring them back. And for 2 and here's 3 and back and 4, 1 more and 5 and bring them back. So there's 2 major types of stretches: dynamic, which involves movement, and static, which involves holding the position and getting deeper. So the first 2 things we did in the large portion of our standing stuff will be our dynamic movement stretches. And then when we have a seat, there'll be a little bit more holding and a little bit more static. So we're going to take our arms, palms facing forward. We are going to do forward circles 8 times. Go as big as is safe for you. If you have shoulder issues, you can keep them very small. If you have no issues, keep them bigger. So bring them forward, up and around for 1 and 2, going for 8. Here's 3 and 4. Here's 5 and 6. Here's 7 and 8. Now reverse your circle. Take them back and around for 1 and 2. Here's 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, one more, and 8. All right. Let's just slowly bring your shoulders up towards your ears. Just let them slide all the way up and all the way down. Imagine your fingers can touch the floor. We're going to add some breathing, specific breathing to that. Inhale all the way up. Exhale as you come down. And inhale up. Exhale down. One more. Inhale up. And exhale down. Quite often we do not take deep breaths. We do these little shallow breaths and we never fully inflate the diaphragm, fill the lungs with fresh air. So you want to take time doing that and increase your lung capacity by slowly inhaling to a count of 4, then maybe 5 and 6, and increasing it, and doing the same thing as you exhale so that you can bring your breath in and expand the lungs a little bit more each time. So we're going to take it into, I call these floppy arms. You're just going to be swinging your arms all the way to the right, almost behind your body, and then swinging them to the left, just letting the arms flop side to side. We're going to count to 8, taking it for 1, and other side, and 2. But make sure you don't over twist, especially if you have spine or back problems. Do what feels good to you. Here's 4, and 5, and other side, 6, 2 more. Here's 7, and last one, and 8. And bring the arms forward. So now we're going to give ourselves alternating hugs. You're going to swing your arms back, and as you come forward, the right arm is higher. You're reaching for your opposite shoulders and opposite shoulders. Not quite that fast, but not too slow. So swing your arms back, come forward, right arm higher than the left, reach for your shoulders, and then release. We're giving ourselves alternating hugs. And here's others, and here's 2, and hug. And switch, and hug. We're going to count to 5 here. Here's number 3, and switch. These are a little bit of our dynamic movements. 2 more, and here's 4. If 5's too many, you don't have to do 5. And just bring it forward. Last one, taking it all the way back, and swinging forward, and other side, and swing them forward, and bring the arms down. We're going to do little, pull them pointed because you're pointing down, little circles, as if your pointer finger is drawing little circles. We're going to go 8 in one direction and 8 in the other. So here we go, taking it around for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Reverse your circles for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Right. We are going to do some side movements. So we're just trying to warm up every part of the body. So in our side movements, you're going to bring your arms. I call this a goal post. So it looks like your head is in the center of the goal going in for a touchdown or a score. So you're going to bring both arms up just to the height you can. You're going to lean to your right and drop the right arm down. Left arm comes up to the sky. Slowly come back up to the center. Drop your elbows down. And now come all the way up to your height, over to the left. So the left arm reaches down, the right arm reaches up, all the way back up, and drop the elbows down. 2 more sets of that. Do what you can. Reach it up, over to the right, left arm to the sky. Bring it back up and down, and all the way up, over to the left. Reach towards the ground. Bring it up and down. 1 more in each direction. Reach it up and take it over. Arms reaching in opposition. Come all the way up and down. Here's the last one. Bringing it up and taking it over and bringing it back up and taking it down. All right. So we're going to warm up our hips a little bit. You can certainly hold on. I'm bringing my right foot forward a little bit. Imagine you're crushing a bug. I know, poor bug. But you're going to bring your knee in towards the other leg, right leg, and then out to the side. We're going to do that for 8 times. So here we go. Bring the knee in, And out, warming up the hip, and 2. Trying to keep the rest of your body nice and still. Here's 3. And 4. Just call it your sexy movement. Here's 5. And bring it out. And 6. Here's 7. And 8. And now we're going to take it into little circles. You go to the height that's good for you. So the right leg is going to come over to the left and up and around. Whether it comes up and around an inch or up and around 3 feet, totally up to you. We're only going to go for 4 in each direction. So here we go. Take that right leg over to the left and around. And 2. You can make a little stop in the center. Here's 3. And 4. And now reverse the direction, taking it around for 1. And 2. Here's 3. And 4. You're taking it to the other leg. Starting with that left knee coming over to the right first. Taking it for 8. So here we go, bringing it in. And out. And 2. Here's 3. And 4. Good, trying to keep those hips nice and still. And 5. And 6. Here's 7. And 8. So now that left leg makes the circles coming towards the right for 4. So bring that in, up, and around. And 2. Around for 3. And 4. And reverse the direction, taking it for 1. And 2. And 3. And 4. All right. So we're going to do some hip circles, just circling around. Make sure, especially if you do have any spine issues, that you don't over twist. Do everything nice and slow, especially if you haven't done any movements like this in a while. So both hips are going to go forward and around to the right first. We'll go 5 in each direction. You can certainly do less. So bring the hips forward to the right and around. And 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. Now reverse the direction. Take them around for 1. And 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. All right. So we're going to do some movements that involve the arms. We're going to do them in more detail when we do sit down, but you're going to bring your arms in this position like you're hugging a tree, and you're just going to bring the arms up and down, alternating. So starting with that right arm first, so bring that right arm up and down, left arm up and down, right arm up and down, left arm up and down, and take it right and left. 2 more sets. Take it right and left. 1 more set. Take it right and left. From here, we're going to take a little bit of a twist to your right. Try not to let the hips go with it. Make sure your knees don't twist, just a slight twist of your torso. So here we go, taking it to the right and center. And 2. And center. Here's 3. Center. And 4. 1 more in this direction. And 5. And center. Taking it to the left now. Over. And 2. Here's 3. And 4. And 5. So we're going to take it to a little bit of a rendition or a copying of a yoga cat-cow. And again, and at any time you can have a seat if the standing is too much. And if you are seated, you can still do the cat-cow. So I'm turning sideways so that you can see. You're just going to keep your back flat. You're going to push your back away and then lift the chest up nice and tall. And if you do decide to sit, you can take it down and bring that body up nice and tall. So do whatever is appropriate for you. So here we go, sliding the hands towards the knees, pushing the back away. And now lift the chest up proud, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And again, tucking the chin, tucking the hips, reaching down, feeling that little bit of a stretch in the back in a good way. And come all the way up, chest proud, shoulders squeeze together. One more. Lowering the chin, pushing the back away, and bringing yourself all the way up. And relaxing those shoulders. So we are going to do a little bit of a balance challenge. And as we age, we start to lose our sense of balance. AARP recently, in their recent newsletter, or I think even online in emails, said that a good indicator of your aging health is your balance. And they had a few balance drills, being able to stand on one foot for over 30 seconds, especially your non-dominant leg. So we're not going to hold it for 30 seconds, but we are going to be lifting our right knee up for a count of 4. We'll start off easy this time. We'll hold it only for 4 and lower it for 4. And then we'll do a few other balance movements there. Your chair is where you can reach it should you need it. Again, stay safe. So right knee, bringing it up, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, take it down, 2, 3, and 4. Good, we're doing that 2 more times. So bring it up, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, take it down, 2, 3, and 4. And one more time, come up, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, take it down, 2, 3, and 4. So taking that right leg when they were just lifting, you're going to put it in front of the left. I'll turn a little sideways so you can see. I'm on my imaginary tightrope. There's a gap of maybe 2-3 inches from my front foot to my back foot, so I don't catch one on the other. And now you're just going to shift your weight forward a little bit. Lift the back heel up. And now shift the weight back, lifting the front toes up. And again, shift forward. Think of a rocking horse. Back heel comes up. Shift back, front toes up. 2 more times. Shift forward, back heel up. Shift back, front toes up. 1 more time. Shift forward, back heel up. Shift back, front toes up. And now both feet are flat on the floor, but you're still on your tightrope. So we're going to take it with a little bit more movement. You're going to pick up your front foot and put it behind, and we're going to be rotating that foot forward and back. So it's like we're rocking, but only one leg is moving. So pick up your front foot, put it behind. So that's kind of like you're rocking back. And now put it back in front. And again, behind. And in front. 2 more times, take behind. And front. 1 more, behind. And in front. And we're going to do what I call tap the clock. Picture where the numbers are laid out on a clock. And you're going to tap 6 times to come back and 6 times to come front. So think of like 1 o'clock, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, come back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and feet are parallel. Now you may have noticed something with the leg you were standing on, that left leg, in the calf area and the ankle. May feel a little fatigued because that leg was working very, very hard to support your body. And all the muscles to keep you balanced were moving a little bit. So they were working very hard to keep you upright. So that's a normal feeling. The stronger you get, the less that'll happen. And the stronger you do get, the less chance of falling. When your legs are flexible and your muscles are nice and strong, less chance of falling. So now we're going to be taking that left foot and do the same set of movements that we just did, lifting up that knee. And here we go, bringing it up, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, take it down, 2, 3, and 4. And just 2 more times, bringing it up, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and down, 2, 3, and 4. One last time, bring it up, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, and down, 2, 3, and 4. All right, good job. So that leg that you were just lifting, now that's the hardest one. The hardest is over. So I only do 3 of that, but we do 4 of everything else. So you can place your left foot in front of the right, back on your tightrope. Now the other foot's in front. Slightly shift your weight forward, lifting your back heel up. And now shift back with the front toes up. Rocking horse motion, rock it forward, back heel up. Rock back, front toes up. And again, rock forward, back heel up. Rock back, front toes up. One more, rock forward, back heel up. Rock back, front toes up. Both feet flat on the floor, still on your tightrope. And now you're gonna pick up your front foot, put it behind. And bring it back in front. And again, bring it behind. And front. 2 more times, behind. And front, last one. Behind. And front, and now we're gonna tap our imaginary clock, taking it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and feet on arrow. All right, so if you haven't been practicing your balance in a while, you have some homework to do. Doing those movements, it is very important. As we progress through our sessions, we'll probably be adding, instead of only holding it for 4, we're gonna hold it for 6, and then maybe 8. I think the highest we ever went may have been 10. And that's probably as high as we're gonna go. But if you do notice one side being particularly worse than the other, which is normal, we're not symmetrical, really practice that side. Use everyday instances to practice your balance, whether you're brushing your teeth and maybe one leg, washing the dishes. Make sure you don't do it if you're washing knives and stuff. You don't want to cut yourself, but put balance challenges into your everyday life, and you will get better with that. All right, so we are going to take it into a little bit of a standing coordination, and then we'll have a seat shortly. And this can be done seated as well. I'm just bringing my fingertips to my shoulders. We're going to be taking it with the left arm up first, alternating, and then taking it front, side, side, and down, and down. When we're seated, we may add some marching movements to it. And as we progress, maybe we will do the coordination stuff standing. So we're going to do it nice and slow, bringing the left arm up first. So bringing it up, now other side, and up. Reach out front, and reach to the side. Take it side and side to the floor. Take it down, and again up. Reach up, and front. Reach front and front to the side. Take it side and side to the floor. Take it down. This is the last one, and down and up. All right. So we're going to take it into a little bit of an easier coordination. That right leg is out to the side. You're hugging your tree. You're going to come out to the side as you slightly lift that leg up. If that's an issue, you can place your hand on the chair. And if you are doing this seated, you can tap your leg out to the side as the arm comes out to the side. So it's really just a coordination drill, but balance and strength and flexibility. All right, so the left arm and right leg. So here we go, taking it for 1 and bring it down. And 2, you don't have to lift high. 3, we're going to 8 and 4. Here's 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good, other arm, other leg. Here we go, taking it for 1 and 2. And 3, good, right arm, left leg, and 4. Here's 5 and 6, that's it, and 7 and 8. All right, so we're going to try it alternating really slow. So taking it with that right leg, left arm. I always go back to that position just so that we know where we're going. So here we go, taking it for 1, other side, and 2. I'm only going to count to 8. Here's 3. And 4, here's 5, and 6, last 2 counts, here's 7, and 8. All right, good job. Let's have a seat. And we're just gonna do a few things where we're gonna hold them a little bit longer. We're gonna do what I call the mermaid. It's similar to the Gold Coast thing that we were doing, but it's a speck different. So you're just going to hug your tree, creating that circle, and you're slowly gonna come all the way up. And now that right arm goes to the right and just reaches through right across your lap. And now come all the way back up and bring the arms down. Same thing now to the other side. So come all the way up, over to the left, so the arm reaches through instead of down to the floor like we did before, all the way up and down. And bring it up, over to the side, reach it through, bring it back, all the way up and down and up, over to the left, reach it through, bring it up and down. One more each side. So come up, taking it over, reach through, bring it back and arms down. Here's our last one, all the way up and over, reach it through, bringing it back and bringing the arms down. All right, good job. So we're going to start at the top and kind of work our way down. We're still in the phase where we're not holding anything super long. We're just going to be looking to the right, looking to the left. If at any point you're getting dizzy from looking left and right, you might want to try closing your eyes. If that's not good for you, then just don't do as many. So slowly look all the way over your right shoulder. Go as far as you can, but we're not holding it. Now slowly come all the way back and now look all the way over the left shoulder. We're going to go for 4 sets and take it over to the right again. And over to the left. 2 more times, slowly come over to your right. Over to the left. 1 more time, over to the right. Over to the left. And look straight ahead. And now from here, we are just going to lower the head to the ear to the shoulders side to side. Again, we're not going to hold anything very long. So lean over to the right and over to the left, like your head's a pendulum going side to side, over to the right and left. Just 2 more times. We'll just keep it 4 of each, taking it over to the right and left. 1 more time to the right and over to the left and back to the center. We're just going to do neck rolls. We're going to go side to side. Usually when we hold them longer, I take them down and look back to the center and we then repeat it, but we're just going to take it side to side. So look all the way over the right shoulder. Now you're just going to roll your chin across the chest, taking it right to left and now left to right. And again, taking it right to left and taking it left to right. 2 more times, right to left, left to right. Last time, taking it right to left and left to right and looking forward. So we are going to be holding some of those motions just a little bit longer now. So you're going to look over to the right and just hold that position. And in this position, just take a nice deep inhale and exhale. 1 more time, nice deep inhale and exhale. And then breathe normally. And now while you're in this position, just lower your chin to your right collarbone, looking down towards the floor. Be mindful of what you're feeling. Holding that position, just breathe normally here. And then lifting your chin back up to the level position, look all the way over that left shoulder and hold that there. Taking a nice deep inhale if you can. And exhale. 1 more time, nice deep inhale. And exhale. And then breathe normally. Slowly lower your chin towards that left collarbone, looking towards the floor, just past the left side. and bringing your head up, looking back to center. So we're going to hold things even a little bit longer and a little bit deeper. If you have any neck issues, I'm going to ask you to place your hand on the side of the head. If that's not good for you, you're just going to hold your head here and not add any external pressure to that position. If you've done this before, then you know what to do and you know what's safe for you. So we're going to lower the right ear to the right shoulder. If you can, you're going to lower your left hand towards the floor. Feel what it feels to raise your arm a slight bit. If that's too much, lower it back. You can also try taking your right hand at the left temple, adding a little bit of pressure. If that is not for you, then you don't have to do it. Please don't. And now for an even deeper stretch, you can try taking that left hand behind your back. If any of these positions is not good for you, you don't do them. You do what is appropriate for you. If something doesn't feel good, listen to your body. And if your hand is behind your back, release that hand from behind your back. If your hand is at your head, release that hand. Slowly bring your head up. And now lower that left ear to the left shoulder. Release that right arm to the floor and only do the steps that are okay for you. Raise that right arm a little bit, see what you feel. You can also try taking the left hand at the right temple, adding a little bit of pressure. Again, don't yank, tug, or pull on your head. You can also try placing that right hand behind your back. If something does not feel comfortable for you, don't do it. You should feel slight tension, mild tension, but never pain when you're stretching. And if your hand is behind your back, release the hand from behind your back. If your hand is at your head, release that hand. Slowly bring your head up. And now you're just going to drop your chin in towards your neck, looking down between your feet. And if you're okay with a deeper stretch, take just one hand at the back of your head and very gently add some pressure, deepening that stretch. And if your hand is at the head, release that hand, slowly bring your head up. So we're going to move on to our shoulders. Shoulders can be a touchy spot as well if you have shoulder issues. We did the arms where we were giving ourselves hugs. We did them at a rapid pace. We're going to slow it down and hold that for a mild shoulder stretch. And then we are going to take it into a little bit of a deeper shoulder stretch. So we're going to start with our palms facing forward. You're going to inhale up, palms face, they don't touch. Inhale up, turn the palms away, exhale as you come down, breathe normally, reach the arms down and back, open up the chest. Now you're going to slowly float your arms forward with the right arm higher than the left. Reach for your opposite shoulders. Give yourself a big hug. Hold that position now. Ease up if it's uncomfortable. And now we're going to separate our shoulder blades a little bit. I'm always saying squeeze your shoulder blades together. We want to separate them. You can do that by slightly dropping your chin and lifting your elbows up. You may feel that a little bit in the upper back. It's a little bit of a stretch. And if your elbows are up, lower the elbows. If your chin is down, raise the chin up. You're going to just slowly release the arms, bring them down and back, open up the chest. Now come forward again with the left arm higher than the right. Give yourself another hug. You deserve it. Dropping your chin, lifting your elbows. Lowering the elbows, lifting the chin, and bringing the arms down. We are going to take it now into a gentle wrist and forearm stretch. And then we're going to follow that with a deeper shoulder stretch and a deeper wrist stretch. Again, do what's appropriate for you. So your palms are facing forward again. We want to take a nice deep inhale. This time the hands touch ahead, up overhead, prayer hands. Exhale, come down to the center of your chest, and then just breathe normally, hold that position. If your arms get tired, you can always lower a little bit. And now slowly rotate your fingertips towards me. Getting a little bit of a stretch in the wrists and the forearms. You're gonna come up with the fingers to the ceiling. Now, hold on for 1 second. You're gonna rotate your fingertips towards your own body. It's a little more awkward. Don't force it if it's not good for you. So slowly rotate your fingertips towards your own body. Only go as far as you can. Don't force anything. If that stretch is too much for you, ease up with the fingers back up towards the ceiling. Make sure you're relaxing your neck. And now rotate your fingertips back up towards the ceiling. Try interlacing your fingers. Flip your palms towards me. Slowly reach out, feeling a little bit of a stretch in your fingers. Holding that. Again, if your arms are getting tired, lower them down. It's okay. I promise I won't yell at anybody. And now in this position, we're going to take a slight twist to your right, just making the hands go to the right. Be mindful of what you're feeling. Don't force anything. Now slowly come back to the center. And now over to the left. And bringing yourself back to the center and dropping the hands down. So that was our mild shoulder stretch and our mild wrist stretch. So we're going to take it a notch farther. Again, be mindful if you do have shoulder issues. You're going to slowly bring your right arm out to the side. Your left hand is palm up in your lap. Slowly bring that right arm to the center. Let that left hand reach for the right forearm and just bring that arm across your chest, feeling a little bit of a stretch. For an even deeper stretch, you can take that straight right arm and slide it to the center of the left. And now grab that right arm with the left arm. Holding that position. If that's too much for you, go back to the hand on the forearm. And now you're just going to reach that right arm out. Let the left hand help the arm up. Bend at the elbow. Now stay here if you're not that flexible. But if you are more flexible and you can bring the elbow up more, then try that. And even more bringing the arm up and over, but only stay in the position that's good for you. If you're struggling to get here, then just stay here. You're getting enough stretch there. And now if you are in this position, you can try taking a slight bend to your left, feeling that stretch even deeper. You can always go back to the position for before if this is not good for you. Now slowly bring yourself up, release the arm. And now we're going to stretch that wrist a little deeper by letting that right hand say stop. Left fingers gently pull the right fingers back. Feeling a stretch in the hand, the fingers, and the underside of the forearm. For an even deeper stretch, you can turn your palm up and bring the fingers down. It's a lot deeper. If that's not for you, go back to the prior stretch. So now we've been holding this for a little bit. To counter stretch, you're just going to release the hand and let it flop over. And now take that left hand very gently on the back of the right. Don't push hard. Don't do anything too quickly. And then just releasing that arm. All right, so we're going to take it to the other side. You're going to bring your left arm out to the side. The right hand is palm up. Slowly bring the arm to the center. Let that left hand reach for the forearm and guide that arm across your chest. If you want that deeper stretch, let that straight left arm cross at the right arm and the right arm grabs the left. Holding that position. Ideally, we should be holding our stretches 30 to 60 seconds. So in case there's any confusion, your left arm is reaching over to the right. Your right arm is underneath. and you're just grabbing it. And now slowly reach that left arm out, palm up. Let that right hand help the arm come up. You can stay right here and just bend at the elbow, feeling a little stretch in the back of that arm. If you are more flexible, you can push that elbow up even higher, but make sure you're not straining to reach that position. Even more flexible, take that right hand up, then taking it into a little bit of a side bend. Again, if it doesn't feel good, we should all be bending over towards the right. And now bringing yourself up, taking that left hand like you're saying stop. The right fingers gently pull the left fingers back, feeling the stretch in the hand, the fingers, the underside of your forearm. And for a deeper stretch, flip the palm up, bring the fingers down. If that's too deep, go back to the other stretch. Releasing that hand, let it flop over for a counter stretch, gentle pressure on the back of that hand. And releasing that hand. You're going to take a nice deep inhale, taking it all the way up. Nice inhale all the way up. Exhale, take it all the way down, then breathe normally. Reaching the arms down and back, open up the chest. Another option for a slightly deeper stretch is to hold on to the back of your chair and lean forward. Be mindful of the chair. If you don't feel stable enough, just sit upright, reaching backwards. If you are even more flexible, you can try interlacing your fingers behind your back. Reaching like that, and then reaching down. If that does not work for you, then just keep your arms behind or keep them holding the chair. So don't worry about what anyone else is doing. Worry about what feels good and for your body and take care of that. And then just bringing yourself all the way back up. We are going to take it, reaching over towards your right side, reaching towards the floor, holding onto the chair if you need to, if you feel a little bit unsteady, or don't go quite as low. And bringing yourself all the way up, reaching over to the other side, getting that nice stretch there, and bringing yourself up. We're going to do a little bit of a roll down. It's going to look similar to our cat-cow, but it's a little different. The cat-cow, you pretty much stay in this one position here and then bring yourself up. We're going to roll all the way down. So you roll as far as you can. I'm just turning sideways so you can see. I'm going to tuck my chin into my neck, one vertebra at a time as I'm taking myself down. You can keep your hands on your knees and just let the head go down. You can bring your hands down to the floor if that works for you. You can even interlace your hands underneath your legs, hugging your thighs into your body. And if you are way down here, to safely come up, you can place your hands on your thighs and now roll yourself up with some support from the hands. We don't want to put any pressure on that lower back, and bringing ourselves all the way up. So we're going to take it into a little bit of stretches for the lower body. Next week, I'll do a standing stretch where we are stretching out the hip flexors, but we're going to do a seated version of that. So you're going to scoot over to the right side of your chair. Be mindful if this is not good for you to sit upright and hold that position. If you're able to just drop your knee towards the floor, if that's not working for you, we're going to be doing some side bends. So you can do them with both feet on the floor in front. You don't have to come into this position if it's not good for you. If you are more flexible, you can also try straightening out that right leg a little bit behind you. If you feel that too much in your lower back, then just keep that knee down towards the floor. I'm placing the left hand on the chair, the right hand is out to the side, palm up, and I'm just gonna slowly bring myself up and over into a little bit of a side stretch, stretching the front of the thigh, stretching the hip. And bringing yourselves all the way back up. I'm gonna bring that right leg now just out to the side. And I'm just gonna do the same thing, bringing that right arm up and over. And bringing that one back. And bringing that leg in. We're gonna take it over to the other side. Holding on nice and firm. Lowering that left knee if that works for you. Otherwise, don't struggle. Stay in a safe position. Kind of pushing my left hip forward, feeling a nice stretch in the hip flexors. Straightening out the leg if you are even more flexible and are used to doing that. Again, don't force any position. Taking the left hand, bringing it all the way up and over, reaching. Again, be mindful of your lower back. You shouldn't feel anything crazy in your lower back. And bringing yourself up. And now bringing that left leg out to the side. And you may get enough of a stretch just sitting here like this. Bringing the left arm all the way over and reach. And bringing yourself back. And now scooting to the center of your chair. We're going to do another roll down again, just in case inadvertently you may have been arching your back a little bit too much. We're just going to take it into that roll down. So you're tucking your chin into your neck, one vertebra at a time, curling your spine, bringing yourself down. Your hands can stay on your knees, or you can slide them down to the floor. Or you can come underneath your legs and reach for your opposite elbows. And to safely come up, you can place your hands on the top of the thighs and slowly just roll yourself up, one vertebra at a time with the head coming up last. So we're going to take it into some little bit of a wide leg position. Mindful if you have hip issues, only come into a position that is safe for you. We're going to be taking it side to side, kind of borrowed from a yoga warrior, but not quite the same thing. Bringing the arms out to the side. You're going to take it over to your right with the left arm up. And now come back to the center. And other side with the right arm up. We're going to do two more like this, and then we're going to hold it. So take it over to the right with the left arm up. And over to the left with the right arm up. And now take it over to the right. We're going to stay here a little bit, reaching up. Come out of it if you need to. If you are more flexible, you can try taking your right hand behind the left leg, which is a little easier, or in front of the left leg, which is a little harder. And now slowly bringing yourself up, taking it over to the other side. Again, starting with the arm on the forearm, reaching up. You are totally welcome to stay here. Or if you are able to, you can lower the left arm to the floor, either in front or behind of that left leg. And slowly bringing yourself all the way back up and bringing the arms down. We are going to take it to a little bit of a back of the leg stretch. You're going to extend your right leg out with the heel on the floor, toes up towards the ceiling. And if you are particularly tight in the back of the leg, this may be perfect for you. Just stay here. If not really feeling anything, you can just slightly lower your chest towards your thigh. Try not to put any weight. Don't put your hand on that extended right knee. You may strain that joint if you put any pressure on that. You can also try reaching towards your toe or reaching towards the floor. Again, only do what is good for you. And if you are pretty far down here, you can try taking your left hand on the left thigh. Use that arm to bring yourself up so you don't strain your lower back or you don't put any weight. Now, while your heel is still down on the floor, see if you can lower your toes to the floor, stretching out the top of your ankle, feeling that stretch there. And now bringing that leg in. We're going to do what's called a figure 4 stretch. Crossing either your right ankle in front of the left, opening up the hip. Or if you are more flexible, you can try taking that right ankle on top of the left thigh. If that's not happening, keep it crossed at the ankle. It's perfectly okay. And if you don't have hip issues and you've done this before, you can try taking that right hand, pressing down a tiny bit into that right inner thigh. Flat back, leaning forward, chest coming towards your calf. That doesn't mean I want you to try to touch. It's just aiming in that direction. And slowly just bring yourself back up. You're going to take your left hand in the center of the right thigh. Use that leg for leverage. Push into that leg as you twist as far as you can to the right. Again, don't force anything. And then slowly coming front, you're going to rotate your ankle as big and slow as you can 5 times, all the way around for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now reverse the direction around for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And bringing that leg down. So we're going to do all of that on the other side. We don't want to be lopsided. So you're going to take that left leg with the heel down on the floor, the toes up towards the ceiling. Your leg is straight. You don't want to put any weight on the knee. Flat back, leaning towards the leg a little bit. For an even deeper stretch, if you are able to, reach for your toes, reach towards the floor. And to safely come up, you can try taking that right hand on the right thigh and using your arm to help you come up, not your lower back. And now while you're in this position, just lower the toes down towards the floor. Feeling that stretch on the top part of your ankle. And now bringing that leg back in. We're going to take it into our figure 4 stretch on the other side. Crossing either ankle in front of the ankle or bringing your ankle on top of that right thigh if your body allows that. Gently placing your left hand in the left inner thigh with a very tiny bit of pressure, opening up that hip more only if that feels good for you. And now carefully flat back, aim your chest towards your calf. Again, we're not trying to touch, we're just going in that direction. You should feel that stretch in the outer left hip area, all the way here into that glute area. And slowly bringing yourself back up. You're going to take that right hand in the center of the left thigh. Use that leg for leverage, press into it as you twist as far as you safely can. And bringing yourself back towards the center, taking it for our ankle rolls as big and slow as you can, 5 times in each direction. So bring that ankle up and around for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse the direction around for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you can bring that leg down. So we are going to do a couple of knee hug-ins. Hugging in, either reaching your hand behind the back of the thigh, just coming in a little bit like this, or if you are able to, bringing that knee all the way in, hugging it up like this. So we're going to take it 5 on one side, and on the 6th one, we're going to hold it, then 5 on the other side, and the 6th one, we're going to hold that a little bit longer. So the 5 previous are going to be at a faster pace with the longer hold on number 6. So bringing those palms forward, right leg. So bring the leg in either behind, underneath the thigh, or hugging at the shin, and bring it down. And hug it in for 2, and 3, 2 more, and 4, last one, and 5, and release. Now we're going to come in and hold it here for 10, 9, 8, release anytime, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Now same thing on the other side, and you don't have to hold it for all 10. So hug it in and release, and hug it in for 2, and release. Here's 3, and release, and 4, release. Here's 5, and release. Now hug it in and hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. So that roughly 10-second hold is only a third of how long we should be holding our deeper stretches when we're stretching for flexibility. If you're stretching just after a workout, anywhere from 15 to 30 seconds is good. But if you're stretching because you want to increase your range of motion and your flexibility, then 30 to 60 is what we're striving for. So we're going to take it into a little bit of a breathing drill. I'm placing my hands like this. They look like 2 parentheses, and I'm placing them at my rib cage. I want you to think of breathing to the point where your ribs are coming outwards. Feel them to move your hands out to the sides. So take a nice deep inhale and exhale. Inhale, feel the hands separate. Exhale, feel them come together. 2 more times, nice deep inhale. And exhale. 1 more time, nice deep inhale. And exhale. And then breathe normally. So bringing your palms forward, we're going to take a nice deep inhale, prayer hands 2 times, and then we will conclude with a couple more breathing exercises. So take a nice deep inhale up. Prayer hands touch. Exhale, come down to the center of the chest. And release. And again, inhale up. Exhale, come to the center of the chest. And release. 1 more like that. Inhale up. Exhale, come to the center of the chest. And breathe normally. So bringing your palms facing forward. We are going to conclude with 2 inhales. As we inhale, you're going to lift your hands, lift your heels, and the eyes are going to look up to the ceiling. As you exhale, everything comes down with the eyes looking down to the floor. So we're even stretching out our eye muscles. So take a nice deep inhale, heels up, hands up, eyes look up to the ceiling. Don't move your head. Turn the palms away. Exhale as the hands come down, the heels lower, the eyes look down to the ground. 1 last time. Nice deep inhale up, hands up, heels up, eyes up. Exhale down and everything comes down. And I want to thank all of you for joining me, and any feedback is always appreciated, especially from the newbies who come. Whether you liked it, if there's something you didn't like, let me know. I want to hear that too, so I can fix it for next time. All right, everyone, have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you.
Take care now.